Lilly Hiatt, welcome to eTown.
Thank you.
Good to hear you sing and play.
Thanks.
So I can imagine that making music was something that you just imagined people do. So it wasn't like an unusual thing in your childhood to see people making music, right?
Yeah, it was definitely very normal to have. I didn't realize my dad was a cool dad till I was older, you know?
Right.
But I kind of knew he was, then. But yeah, it was. It was normal to just pursue your dreams
Yeah.
in my house. So.
And did he ever sort of help you figure out how to write a song or think about songwriting, or was it more just like, here's a cool song, you want to learn it, or learn a cover or something like that?
He didn't impose really at all on my musical journey, but we talk a lot about music, and if I wanted to know some chords or something, I'd ask him.
Yeah.
But
Did you start writing when you were early? I know, at least it seems like you got your first guitar when you were around 12 or so. Did you start writing around then too?
yeah, I'm sure
Making
I'd
up
written
songs?
some little stuff here
Yeah.
and there before, I think, but that's when I started trying to write songs.
Yeah.
And for
And
real.
then your time in Denver, you had a band when you were going to college, right?
Yeah, that's when I formed my first band, was in Denver. It was pretty wild, so.
It was wilder, the times were wilder.
The whole deal, I guess. I don't know. Just our name was Lush for Life. I'm the only one that liked it. I thought it was great. And we played a lot, We played a lot around towns. This
Like
is
the High
Denver's
Dive
where
and
I
places like
started
that,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Oh, that's cool. And then
Yeah.
from there you went to Austin for a little bit.
Yeah, I actually went back to Nashville
Yeah.
after Colorado. But yeah, it's been a teeniest bit of time in Austin. Not
Yeah.
much, but enough.
So now you're living in East Nashville. Tell me what it's like to be in a community where a lot of people your age and a lot of your friends are aiming in this similar direction, because I think it's rare.
Yeah, it is. It's something that you can easily take for granted, and traveling around really helps me appreciate that, as well as other communities. But it's inspiring,
Yeah.
It's very motivating to be in a town like that. So
And it's collaborative rather than competitive for the most part, right?
I'd say, everyone says that, but there's both. There's got to
Yeah.
be competitive. That's
Right.
what keeps you on your toes. But
Yeah.
it's a friendly competition there, in a way, So, but there's a lot of community too. So.
And how did you come? Because one of the first bands to play, in this renovated old church, was Shovels and Rope.
Oh, cool.
And so I'm not sure how it is that you made that connection to Michael Trent from Shovels and Rope, because he produced your new record, right?
Yeah, someone that I work with suggested him, and I thought, that's interesting. So
Yeah.
we started talking, and he's really cool. So, and I kind of knew him just a little, and knew he was a cool guy. So.
Yeah. And did you go to his sort of part of the world to make the record?
Yeah, we went to Johns Island, South Carolina, which is right outside of Charleston.
Yeah.
And it's pretty and very quiet. So.
Yeah. And you brought your band, or did you use local players down there?
No, I brought my band.
You brought your band,
Yeah, I like to make things with my band.
Yeah. Cool. And what did he? How did he, as a producer, kind of help you flesh out your songs, or were they pretty well formed by the time you got there?
They were pretty well formed, but he definitely helped polish them up and
Yeah.
bring some things to light that we hadn't thought of, refine it all. So he did a good job. So.
Well, it's cool because he understands both sparse and power. Which
Yeah.
are,
No, I'd
it's-
agree. That's a good combo.
Yeah, it's a good combo.
And
if
a
you're gonna-
rare combo.
Yeah. And then so what else is coming up? You got a lot of touring and a lot of shows, and
Going on the road
yeah.
most of the year, so.
Are you somebody who can write songs when you're traveling?
Kind of. I was just home over Christmas and tried to bank that time and get a lot out. I'm learning how to find the pockets to write them on the road since we've been busier. So.
Well, I should mention, I think, that even though we started in a really acoustic and kind of sparse way, your record's kind of a rocker.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And if your songwriting is autobiographical, people like Prince and Pearl Jam and a lot of rock records are part of your world growing up, not just Johnny Cash and
Yeah.
the Americana scene.
Yeah, I'd say the rock records were there first. So. Yeah.
Well, you made a really good record, Lily, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to learn some of these songs. We're going to dive into them a little more, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grab
Let's
them
get back to
too.
music. Welcome back to eTown, Lilly Hiatt.
Thank you.